Thank you, Terrence, a.k.a. Mr. President. This is the ideal man for the job at this moment of transformation. And Matt said I'd like you. I remember when we got together and said you got to meet him. And Terrence came over to the residence. And remember that scene from Jerry Maguire? You had me at hello. Well, that was, he came and we had to sit outside, you know, COVID, and we're sitting out there and really black clouds were flying over, and I just said, you've been extraordinary at UConn Stamford, what you've been able to do. Biggest freshman class ever, adding to the residents' life there. We were there thereafter, first 5G campus technology, partnerships with Synchrony. You've had extraordinary effect on people and what that means. This is a tough gig you got coming now. You know, it's a lot of politics. You remember when Woodrow Wilson was president of a university, and he was about to leave the university to go run for president of the United States. He says, "Why are you leaving the university?" He said, "I can't stand the politics." And but you know, I said, Terrence, you know, we're CSU system and our community colleges. This is a moment of transformation, and we need you to be able to work with people with respect, but make the changes we need. And he just told me that as an immigrant coming over from Taiwan, he's always pushed to make things better and knew what it took, and he loved the challenge and never wanted to walk away from a challenge. And that's why we need you more than ever right now. I mean, I don't want to waste this opportunity as a state, and I certainly don't want to waste it when it comes to our education system and when it comes to our kids. You know, this last year, as you know, Joe was alluding to, Ozma was alluding to, you know, it's tough. We got our schools were more likely to be open. Our colleges were more likely to be open. We had more opportunity for in-person learning than just about certainly any school in the region, any state in the region. For that, I'm really thankful. But there were still, you know, 100,000 kids who couldn't get to school. You know, it was at home, fatalities, fear, whatever. And we've got to make it up to them. We've got to do everything we can to make sure that this is not a lost opportunity. And that starts with our amazing education system. We have the best education system in the world. You know, other states have different things. Some got oil, some sunshine. We got the best education system in the world. And we got to work to keep it that way. And what that means in terms of a workforce, make sure we're training people for the jobs that are out there. You know, when I became governor, we had 150,000 jobs we couldn't fill because we weren't training people in advanced manufacturing and healthcare and digital media and coding, and we had a very low unemployment rate. Well, today we have a higher unemployment rate, but we still have those same 150,000 jobs that we're not training people to fill. And that's one of the things we're going to need, Terrence, is to make sure we put people together with the jobs they need. But I'll tell you something else. When Terrence said, all right, this is good, all this coding and STEM you're telling me about. Well, what was your major? What'd you used to study before? And he said, I studied, I got my major in fiction writing. I said, a lot of people thought I got my major in that as well. But it's a reminder for me about something in education, that you got to educate the whole person to do the right thing, to step up every day, to deal with changing circumstances. And that's what an education is all about. I always tell the story about Infosys. They're the tech company. They're coming up. They're training people in STEM and coding and help bring our sleepy companies in the 21st century. And I said, well, what type of a college do you want to be affiliated with? You want to be affiliated with a really great technical university? And I said, no. I want to be affiliated with a great liberal arts school. I want to be affiliated. We can teach them coding, but I want to be affiliated with a great liberal arts school to teach people to continue to learn and to ask the right questions. You know, the students here, you're going to probably have 4 or 5 different jobs. You have no idea what the world will be. But, you know, here at Southern, I think they're teaching you to, I hope, to ask the right questions. And I can tell you, I don't know, I came out of the technology world, but in this last year of COVID, when nobody knew a damn thing, I had to get the very best people in the world around a table and learn to ask the right questions. And that's why I think Terrence is going to be an amazing leader for our system. Look, this is pretty good. I taught at CSCU up in New Britain. Don't forget about them. They're pretty cool as well. We got that, and also our community college system. I think we have to do some work there in our community college. Community college is an amazing elevator. It gives a lot of kids their very first opportunity. You just heard, Joe Biden say, look, education is no longer K through 12. We're going to provide free of service, hopefully for everybody, at least for those next 2 years. Terrence, we're finding a lot of those kids go to community college. They don't always graduate. We're setting up a free certificate program for each and every young person, 18 weeks, 16 weeks, be it in one of the skill sets we really need to help you get started. We're providing a free child care for any one of those students who want to go and get that certificate degree. We're providing free transportation. And I say this just because we have extraordinary resources thanks to the federal government, and let's not let it go to waste. Let's make sure we make these investments that are transformative for our state, and most importantly, how's about transformative for our students? And that we can look back at the end of 2-3 years and say, we made a big difference. And I have a feeling that Connecticut's not going to disappoint, and I have a feeling that Terrence is not going to disappoint. It's a great opportunity. Congratulations, my friend.